As part of the 2012 Catnation Confidential series, we take a look at the women's soccer team and talk to head coach Kevin Porterfield as well as seniors Brianne Roth and Samantha Wittie about this year's team. We are here with 12th year head coach of the Randolph College women's soccer team, Kevin Porterfield. And coach, you just finished up your first workout of the fall season, and you look at your team, you've got 7 seniors coming back this year. Just talk about what that group of seniors brings to this team.
Well, I think anytime you can have those kind of leadership roles in your senior class, it's invaluable. For us, having those 7 seniors in key spots will be critical. Obviously, they sort of act as coaches on the field for you at many times during the course of the game. So getting to a point where we have those kind of numbers in our senior class has been something we've been building for the last 4 years, obviously, and we're very excited to have all those 7 players back.
Looking at your team, you've got a nice couple of attack players coming back in Marielle Rando as well as Brittany Hammonds. They were the 2 leaders in goals scored last year. Just talk about those 2 as well as some other attacking players you have.
Yeah, you mentioned 2 of our leading attack players for us last year, both of them 1 and 2 in goals for us. They'll both play key roles for us again this year in leading the attack. We expect from Brittany, she got through her first year, so we're expecting a big year from her in her sophomore campaign. Now that Marielle is obviously a junior, looking for her for some not only leadership roles, but she'll slide back into the midfield for us and be a key role in the center mid, distributing, and not only that, but getting to goal herself. Good class of first years coming in, many in key positions, and we'll add to that attack as well as our defensive role. A couple up top, Abigail Bullins will be up top and in the midfield for us. She's quick, very athletic, so we look for big things from her. Allie Ramos will play in the center mid for us, good with her feet, can distribute, and will be sort of leading the way, playing the balls up front, hopefully to Brittany and those players we mentioned in the attack. In the defense, we've got a couple newcomers to our team. Christina Overstreet will play in the back for us, a very physical player, and we look for big things in the back for her to sort of sew up some defensive issues we had in the last couple years.
Coach, last question. Looking at this season, if there was one thing that you really had to put a thumb on as your team needs to focus on and improve to have a really good season, with Shenandoah coming into the conference this year, spot in the ODAC tournament, very highly contested, just talk about one thing that you really would like to see your team improve on and make that a strength this year.
Well, one of the things we talked about really from this first team meeting was finishing our games. I think in the last couple years we've been in games and it's been finishing them out, those last 20 minutes of games where we've fallen a little bit short. I think with our roster size this year, with our newcomers coming in, that'll be a big thing for us in making the tournament. Obviously, the ODAC is extremely competitive. Last year, 4 of the ODAC teams will have played in the NCAA tournament, so just making the tournament will be a difficult thing to do, but I think it's a goal we can reach and is something we look forward to opening up against Ferrum and sort of taking that on. Finishing will be a big key for us, not only finishing games, but in the attack. I think this year we will score more goals. I think we'll be more athletic, and I think that will sort of help us in our goal of reaching the ODAC tournament.
Coach, I appreciate your time and good luck this year.
Thank you.
We're here with senior midfielder Brianne Roth and Bree. You guys had maybe a disappointing year last year. Didn't make the ODAC tournament, but now as a senior, you come in as a leader. Just talk about something that you guys need to improve on this year to take a step forward.
I would definitely say consistency in the way we play. We'd come out really hard some games and other games not so hard. And we also definitely need to close out games. Last year we would die about 20 minutes left into the game, and so we need to make sure that we're at our top physical peak to close out games and finish them off.
Bree, you talk about the peak. You guys have more players on your roster this year, about 20. How is that depth going to help going through the year?
Oh my God, it's going to be awesome. A lot of the teams in the ODAC carry rosters of like 35 to 40 people, and just having more than like 4 subs is going to be awesome. It's going to be nice to have like fresh legs to come in and off the field to compete with teams with larger rosters who can do that as well.
All right, Bria, I appreciate it, and good luck this year. Thanks. We're here with senior back Samantha Wittie, and Sam, you are part of a 7-member senior class this year, and just talk about the leadership and how important it is to have such a large senior group.
This is the first time since I've been here that we've had this many seniors, so it's just really great for the first years and sophomores to have that role model to look up to. We're in a really hard conference, ODAC, and we're able to, tell them a little bit more what to expect. When I was a freshman, we were a little bit blindsided by the abilities of a lot of the teams in the ODAC, so I think it's just going to be great to have 7 of us for the underclassmen to look up to.
Sam, you talk about that ODAC just being so strong. Looking at your attack, you have 2 younger players, but now being a sophomore, junior Marielle and Brittany. Just talk about their experience and how that's going to help them this year up top.
We have a lot of speed up top, which will really, really help us break through the other defense. And I think that now they have a couple years, or Brittany 1, but Marielle 2, under their belts, and they kind of know, when to go forward, when to hang back, and I think they'll just be able to be a little bit more smarter and know when to push harder.
Make sure to follow the Randolph women's soccer team on Facebook and Twitter this season, as well as at the new official home of Randolph Athletics at www.randolphwildcats.com.
Wildcats!